Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you, Midday Money. We're a little late today. I had to get sidetracked. I didn't, my daughter was over a friend's house. And so I was like, oh, you got to pick me up. No problem. So a light's out, and it's been out now for 2 days, which it happens sometimes. They're doing a lot of construction down that area, so there's trickery. On a Saturday morning, it's absolute chaos. Chaos, I tell you. Anyway, that's why I'm a little late. What am I gonna do? Hit the like button. If you're here now, awesome. I appreciate you. If you were hanging out for a bit, waiting for me to come into the room, we'll get to some free plays today. Well, I got nothing. I didn't even do a banner. I did do them last night. I figured, all right, I'll be in here a little ahead of time. I did. If you're on the Sean Higgs YouTube, there's the membership there. So I put a bunch of stuff over there. Sean Higgs Picks, Parlays, Winners, or Whiners on YouTube. Give it a follow at Mr. Sean Higgs on the X. We're there we go, 4886. I picked up 6 followers so far this month. So that's nice. We're on pace to get to 4,900. That'll be a good day. That'll be a good day. Free picks yesterday. I think we took the donut. Twins under, Cubbies, Rolling Arizona over, Padres. Not a good free pick day. And were we bound to have a bad free pick show? 100%, I guess. We run a great run, and then we take a donut. Again, it was all plus money, number one. So we got that going for us. So it's not terrible, right? So you lose some money there. It is what it is. The NFL, we get the win with the Browns. Should have got a win with the Lions, but let's be honest, it's depending on your book. You might have had a voided bet there. Could have been avoided. You got to play a certain amount of time, folks. If you're new to betting, we have a minute kind of rule here. So there is that. You need to know. You need to know the rules when betting at the books. And let's be honest, some of the NFL, boy, they better get their act together here. Now I know Godot's like, oh, where do we take this gambling serious? Roger, you take gambling serious? What are you talking about, fella? You're in bed with the sports books. You got guys in locker rooms on injured reserve betting on things. You can't have a game. You can't have these. Whether it's preseason, somebody gets hurt. Oh, we're not playing today. What the hell are you talking about? What? No. All right. You don't want to play because you're scared. You take a knee 3 times and you punt it, and the other team does the same thing, and that's that. You run the play. You can't pull this kind of stuff like that. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Needs to be addressed. I know the rigged crew would be upset. I want my refund crew, all that nonsense. And for a situation like that last night, I think you got a little problem there. That is not a good look. We're gonna take some snaps, and then what the hell is that? That is terrible. I'm putting the NFL up here for everybody. We'll be on the what do we call this again? The Twitter sphere of action. And I added a extra game for today in NFL. We had two that were going to go not today, so I gotta put something in here for NFL today, and I got a nice little play for you there. And then we will be on our way. Let's they are scrolling. And it'll be popped up here in the chat as well on the Twitter world. Thank you for bearing with me for 6 minutes here. And on top of the 20 minutes that I was late. I'm sorry. All right, so baseball donut yesterday here in the chat. 200, 187 plus 1,600 now. There is that. NFL, I mentioned we go 1-0 because the Lions game, although up 17-10, suspended. That is a no-go. 3-1 plus 190. Just added the Texans here. This line has moved up. I don't care. I'll take them. I got Houston myself here plus a 3. So why would I not take them at this price? Sign me up. Sign me up. Again, going through the board here, I'm sure people want to talk about all these games. But tomorrow we have the Bears over 34.5 and the New Orleans Saints minus 115 over the Chargers on a Sunday. Comments galore. Saturday winners. Sean Higgs, picks of parlays, winners and waters in the house. Stop Geo's in the house. Good luck today. Thank you, Stop Geo. Geo's right in on time. And I'm like, if someone gets killed in a car crash, they don't shut the road down for long. Why'd they cancel the Falcons game? Yeah, I do not get it. Yeah, here's the thing. It's the like I was just saying. NFL needs to you're going to partner with sports books. You better do something about this. Guy gets hurt, you're not playing. You know what? You should be cut. Why? I mean, this is the sport you choose. This is your life. A guy who works on electrical wires gets electrocuted. Does everybody say, you know what? We're taking off today. No, you go back to work. And I'm not trying to take away from the gentleman who's hurt. That is not anything. I understand that. I don't want ill will towards people. I don't want people to get hurt or paralyzed. No. But you have a product that you're in bed with a betting company and you're doing stuff like this, well, it's going to cause problems. Shut down roads forever, says Eric. We're talking about just happened where I live yesterday. Shut down for 8 hours. Yeesh. Where I live in the county, they clean up and open up. And it all depends. It all depends where you're at. It all depends what people say. King D is in the house. Michael B is in the house. Running late. I am. I was late. I apologize. Apologize for being late. Look at the Astros money line. You have to have Devin Williams. Tampa Bay first 5. Brewers money line. Lost the A's and had Jays first 5, which I also had Mookie homered. But I had Mookie homer on props. Yesterday I had a bunch of games. I think I said I had what? I had Orioles over, loser. Houston Astros winner. Miami Marlins winner. Under Texas. Really? 5 runs in a night? Right? That should have been a winner, loser. Milwaukee was a win. Cubby run line loser. Arizona run line winner. Arizona over does not get there. San Diego run line loser. Bit of a losing day. Bit of a losing day here. But we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Up a little bit. We'll take the plus money there for the year in baseball. That'd be bad if I paid a lot of money to see a football game and canceled it. At preseason or not, I mean, it's just again. I understand the concern. Guy gets hurt, paralyzed, people get scared. This is your job. You know? Fireman dies in a fire. They don't stop fighting a fire. Cop gets shot. They don't stop being police for the day. Guy gets, like I said, electrocuted, whatever your dangerous job is, or any job. You don't stop working. And none of those other jobs have hundreds of millions of dollars riding on outcomes. Cash on the Dodgers, Lions, Falcons under. You got paid on the Lions? It's a win, but if the book paid it, great. Regular book's not paying you. Nick Handy's in the house. Subject says someone said everyone is on the Jays today. Who we got here with Toronto Blue Jays? Bassett and Snell. We're fading the Snell show. Did not watch the Brown game. The guy got hurt. Oh, no. I'm thinking the Lions game. I'm sorry. So what is this? Is this Shador talk? Everybody loves Shador now. It's preseason, so a team's going to get hyped. They'll be excited. They'll be whatever. I'm not here to bash Shador Sanders. He had a nice preseason game. I was on Twitter last night. I saw all the nonsense. Oh, they're setting him up to fail. He hasn't had any reps with the first team. Well, if I'm going to pull you off, Kev, this because I don't think I'm lecturing Kevin on runs. If you think the guy's a first-round pick, he should be fine playing against backups. If you think he's garbage, you're going to find reasons to hate him. If you think he's good. Now, I'm in the camp of, did I think he's a number one draft or a first rounder? I don't know about that. I don't hear, well, look at his completion percentage. Well, let's go to see all the top completion percentage of college football history. And does that translate into NFL? No, just like being a winning quarterback or a Heisman winner does not translate in NFL. I don't think he's, again, I'm not a QB evaluator. But if I'm the Browns, here's your thing. One, you drafted the second rookie quarterback with him. If you drafted the kid, you throw him to the Wolves, and how many times do you see guys get thrown to the Wolves and get absolutely buried? They're terrible. You can't be worse than last year's team, right? But if you do that, then it's going to be like, well, look what you did to the guy. He's got XYZ, the team's not good. They got holes at ABC. You don't play him. It's, oh, look at this. They won't even play the guy. He's better than everybody else. That was the problem with Sanders when you drafted him. You're in a no-win. You play him because you're drafting him and you're on a bad team. If you took him in the first 10 picks, it's a bad team. That's got problems, and that's any quarterback. We'll see how Cam Ward plays out this year, right? Caleb Williams, another one. Daniels had a nice year. We'll see. We'll check in on the New Orleans Saints quarterback situation with Rattler and Tyler Show. It's preseason. I don't get too high or low about preseason. Cowboys, Rams under 34, and the Rams money line here. This one here is not. When I do my thought process on the preseason, it's okay. Who's going to be getting the reps, right? You're not getting much out of a QB, so we're going to get your starting QB. So we're going to get Milton and Will Grier. That's where we're at with these guys. And the Rams, who's QB for the Rams today here? Win and Stetson Bennett? Like, you can't have Garoppolo out here because Stafford's already banged up. So you're going to lose your backup to the backup? Or are you going to lose your backup quarterback? I don't know about the Rams. The under I could probably get behind. Action Jackson coming in with some PFL. Is this the bare knuckle fighting PFL? Osvaldo Benito. Moneyline Action Jackson. The UFC, not the PFL. I'm guessing, right? Mechanico, plus 178. Osborne, 436. By KO, plus 1100. Hill decision, plus 260. All plus money from you, Michael B, as always. Miles John, moneyline 260. Decision, 560. This card's nothing but minus 300 favorites, so taking some big dogs. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I got the big ones in there. I mean, 178's not. I guess it is because he's in today's day and age. The other guy's probably, 350 if he's plus 178. Anything you like with a FanDuel 30% bonus boost? Any VIG minus $2. Well, I mean, let's start it right off early here. I mean, you have the I sort of like the Braves with their quarterback. See, now this is where we're mixing sports here. This kid, again, I'm not a doubleheader guy, but Waldrop's supposed to be one of their top guys. It is what it is. Maybe not. I would like Valdez and Nostros. I know that would be a public play. But my thought there on, and the line has come down. This was like 120. It's down to 110 here. People jumping on Louis Gill. His second start, I'm not loving it. I'm not loving that one. Where else could we look here for it goes either way here, right? We can go either side of the coin. Honestly, those would be the two I'm looking at. I got a couple games up here. I mean, listen, I had the Cubs run line yesterday. I would say again, they better start winning some games. And I hate having they have to win. I got to do it, but doesn't mean they will if they have to. The team has to win. But Cubby run line, I kind of like this Waldrop kid. And I think the line is doable here. Minus 120. Jesus, thanks for the show, by the way. Yeah, you got it, Gio. You know that. Eric says the A's today. Here we go. Now, Eric did venture into the deep waters of favorite territory the other day. So now we got the A's against the O's. Perkins and Young. I got no opinion on that. I got hurt by the over yesterday. No over yesterday. Thank you. Or no thank you, I should say to them. Boston to do it again. Oh, man. I don't hate this, man. I had the Padres yesterday thinking, all right, you're home. Let's go. Boy, the Red Sox are really kind of in a little groove here. I'm not going to say no to this one here with Boston. What is the line here tonight in this one? Plus 120 with Giolito. All right. Again, a lot of Bissett love here on Toronto. Alcantara game 2. The White Sox versus Guardians with Burke on the hill. I was sort of wanting to take the White Sox a little bit when they're getting these kind of little numbers like this. And again, this is a show. I mean, 105. All right, we can do that. Tobias Myers on the hill here for the Brew Crew. 125 fave. Is that who we got going? Who's pitching for the Mets today? Geze Sushi likes it. Michael B for the UFC. The Padres on vacation. Well, they got crushed, that's for sure. The Falcon game, they suspended it. They didn't play the last 15 minutes of it. Or however long, 12 minutes, whatever the case would be. Game has to be played like 55-some minutes. I mean, all books are different. Usually like 55 minutes or something like that. Michael says, thank you to the sushi. Astros money line, didn't understand the line yesterday. I don't get it today. Yanks stink. Jays money line. When I get a number with the Brewers, I will bet them. Yeah, I'm showing the Brew Crew at minus a little money here. Do we have a Met pitcher listed? Who's pitching for the Mets? Frankie Montas. Frankie Montas for the Mets, huh? Yeah, I will jump on Brewers here. I could do the Brew Crew. Not going to say no to Milwaukee. Be worth a shot there with the. What do we got here? Suspected spam call from, and it's got a name on the spam call. Should I out the spam caller name? It doesn't have a blah blah blah, a phone number. It just says suspected call from. I'll tell you his first name's David. All right, it's a suspected spam caller. I didn't answer it, obviously, because I'm here talking to you guys. I'll be interested to see if he leaves me a voicemail. I don't really answer the phone all that much unless it's a family member. How many voicemail messages do I have? Just 5. I saved my mom's. So it's all my mom. I deleted everything else, apparently. I felt bad I deleted my dad's last voicemail before he passed away. So I don't want to do that again. So I'll save my mom's call me to say happy birthday, and she loves me. I'm that kind of guy. Here we are. Yeah, Montes. A little Monty on the hill. The full Monty. Mets, let me tell you, Met fans, I thought the Mets should have went after a pitcher at the break, much like the Cubbies should have went after a pitcher at the break. They did not do it. And I think it's going to come back to bite them a bit here. Maybe come back to bite them. Sushi for Monday. Yeah, I can't listen. I appreciate you wanting to pick me up at the airport early morning on Monday. I will. You're on the. I got you on Twitter, right? So, are you? What is your Monday plan? I do not know your work schedule. McAbee says, so George Sanders has 2 TD passes preseason game 1. He said for the Hall of Fame. Browns win the Super Bowl. Heard the stats is already under construction. I'm not saying he's great. I'm not saying he's terrible. It's preseason football. That's just what it is. You have teams that come out of preseason undefeated. Look at this. We're great. We win a lot of games. We're a change of culture. We want to win. Other guys don't give a crap. And I actually had a whole list of how these coaches did. I actually threw it out. I'm like, you know what? To me, it's kind of irrelevant, especially in today's formatting of the NFL with less games, with preseason and stuff like that. But good for him. Any young guy looking to make a name, and let's be honest, he's looking to make a name. He's Deion's son, but he wants to be his own person. So any of these young guys come in, this is what you have to look at. I mean, I like Cleveland. I took them before the line moved because I thought we'd get Sanders. I thought Dylan Gabriel would want to come in and try to prove something as well. I mean, that's how I look at these kind of games. Better question, why the Padres favorite right now? King back. Is King off an injury? We got to hit the game logs. I mean, he's had a really good season again. He had a good season last year. He's a good season. Has not been since May 18th. Oh, let's hold the phones here, folks. Did not know that. Yeah. I automatically look at this rogue. I didn't even dive into Michael King. First game back, he's laying 140. Yeah, I'll take a Giolito. What do you? Yeah, you made some moves for bullpen help, Padres. But you know what? You got beat up yesterday here. What is the most you're going to get out of Michael King here? Where's his minor league numbers? How are he doing his little rehabs here? What did he got here in the minors? 1 game, 3 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs. 2 homers, 5 Ks and a walk. That's not good. That's terrible. I might be adding San Diego here to I might be adding Bo Sox to my portfolio, as they say. Dodgers over solo. Here's a guy. He's a Dodger guy. He's saying Dodgers over, which means he thinks Snell's going to give up a couple. I'm guessing. I mean, I don't think he thinks that they're going to come in and just score a bunch of runs here off of Bissett. Right? I mean, they're scoring 9 themselves. I think he thinks this would be like a 6-4 Dodger win. That's what I would lean to there. So Lions game paid me. I didn't see what happened to it this morning though. When I was watching highlights, I was like, oh well, I'll take it. Yeah. Let's be honest. You had what? If you had the under in that game, 17-10 in the fourth quarter, you might get a garbage one. I mean, that Cleveland line was about 38, and they kick a field goal with a minute to go in that game to go over 40. Order a Shador jersey. Get me. I'll wear a Shador jersey. This is my thing with the Sanders. I think he's a great recruiter for the school. I don't know if he's a great coach. He won, I think, because of his son and Hunter when he was at the subdivision, and I think he had if he could talk like two good coordinators, I think he'd be top of the line, right? I just don't know if he's an X's and O's guy. You see this team get crushed in a bowl game. Come on, that's terrible. He can bring guys in. I love Deion. I'm a Deion fan. King D, I'm here to bash the door. I'm not bashing the door. Listen, coming in, blasting your own song that you wrote are you a quarterback or are you a songwriter? You want to know the reason why he falls out of first round? That can be part of the problem. You know, I mean, I got Cam Ward saying, if I can't get here at 4:00 for a job I love, my dad hated his job and he was up at 4 a.m. Sanders comes in, hey, listen to my new unreleased album. Kershaw continues to dominate Max Scherzer. Kershaw's good. I mean, even at this stage of his career, I know I made fun of the Miz for making the All-Star team, and then it was, well, what about Kershaw as a legacy kind of guy? I mean, he still pitches to like a 3-something ERA this year. He's great, Kershaw. Maybe says, you don't really think I was planning on fading the Bungles game 1. Bengals always seem to start season 1-2, but if it's a Browns or Sanders, they can't. Well, again, I like the Browns, and this line is at 5 at Circa, and I told you, Coach of the Year, Zach Taylor. You know, you saw them in preseason, and we're going to play. We want to win. We want to start off fast. Blah blah blah. Can I see this being a close game? Like 5.5. Why not 6? Why not a 6 to start? 5.5, and there's a 5 now. There's the Montes from Eric. Thank you. Answer it live. You did, and I saw you had it. I didn't scan all the way down to pop it up, but I should have given you credit. I apologize. Anytime somebody calls my phone and spam always ends their Pickerman sub sandwiches. This is Rick. I don't even answer. If I pick up a call, if it's like a local number, or if it doesn't say spam, I'm like, yep, you. You know, I'll just pick it up crazily so they don't know what it is. Going with AFC 2 team Monday Night Parlay. Jags, Titans plus 120 to Bet Rivers for a spitty spot. There you go. Why not worth a shot? 50 for what? About a 65 piece? I will take the Clowns in week 1. There you go. Take Cleveland. Oh, money on Markel's in the house. I saw my guy T Money Tag me in something about you, Markel. What are you doing? What are you doing that T-Money's all upset with you? Michael B's rolling out. Have a good one, Mike. 9 a.m. for Michael out there on the West Coast. He's running away. He's out. He's out doing his thing. He's like, let me get out of the house here now. All right. So MLB today, again, I really don't love the MLB card today. So let's just go to the football NFL preseason today. Texans plus 5.5. And then tomorrow again hasn't, I added these the other day. We saw them here yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? We had Bears over and the Saints. Let's see. Here says, Buddy said you can smoke cigar in the rain. I'm going to listen to everybody else. You think I'm Jewish, bro? I'm Italian. I'm an Italian guy. But yeah, listen, you should listen to my bets because they win. I like the late games thing. And what? And MLB? MLB late games? I do like that Red Sox game more. I had Arizona and the over yesterday. I ended up splitting. Where else you going with the late game? Seattle and the Mariners? Seattle and the Mariners. Seattle in the race. Yeah, he's definitely busted your chops. I like Giants again today here. San Fran. That was a big number, though, man. 160? I don't know. The MLB card. I get it. Listen, sign me up for the Padres. I think I'd lean what Solo said about the over in the Dodger game, but I got nothing on Seattle. And there you go. You like Seattle there with Evans. I can see the Mariners kind of packing things in and just fading away now. They had a nice little run. Yeah. What is the Seattle Mariners? Only 130-ish, 135? How is this kid at home? A lot better at home. 208 batting average against a 107 whip. Yeah, we said we liked the Brew Crew today versus Frankie Montes. Good math, 63.76. Yeah, I threw 65 out just to round it up. You want to fade Montes? I can get behind you. I just didn't, Markel, you came in later than me, right? I was late today. I only had NFL posted. I didn't have any MLB. I only had a couple games on the site for MLB today. Wine Time's in the house. Wine Time's having a good baseball season. I retweeted him a couple times there on the X World. He's having a nice run. Leaning over Denver, Frisco, 36. Yeah, here's another one. The line, crazy line move. Are we getting a lot of Stidham today? If that's the case, I think we'll put up some points. But who's QB in for the Niners? That's the problem. Is it Mac Jones all day? We getting the Mac Jones show? Carter Bradley? Yeah, Markel. When Markel's coming in here, comes in at noon. The show's supposed to start at noon. Markel comes in at 1 o'clock. The only reason I'm here because I was a half hour late today. Come on, Moneyline Markel. Come on, fella. All right. Let's call it a day. Back tomorrow with Major League Baseball for you. And then I'm gonna roll out. I'm gonna put up the rooms will be ready for the week. I'm gonna label them Monday in Vegas, Tuesday in Vegas, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in Vegas, Saturday in Vegas. So there'll be any Vegas people. Let me know. I'm gonna message my guy Gansace at Sushi. If you're a Vegas person, Twitter me up at Mr. Sean Higgs. Be there. I'll be there. Maybe you'll be there. Good luck. Texans You're only one on the ticket today here in the show. But we talked about some other games. iHeartRadio for re-listens. YouTube as well. Sean Higgs. Picks, parlays, winners, and whiners. Happy Saturday. Bye-bye.